You used to climb stairs without thinking. Now, just standing from a chair makes your legs feel heavy. They ache more in the mornings. You blame aging, but deep down something feels off. You eat well, take your vitamins, and try to stay active. So, why do your legs feel weaker with each passing week? What if the real problem isn't your age, but what's in your daily supplement routine? Two vitamins commonly praised for their health benefits could actually be doing quiet damage, slowing your muscles, draining your strength, and making simple movements feel harder than they should. You deserve to feel strong when you stand up, to walk across a room without questioning your balance. In this video, you're going to find out exactly why that's become harder lately, and more importantly, what you can do about it. We're going to uncover two vitamins that most people believe are essential for aging, but when taken in excess, they can actually weaken your legs, strain your joints, and drain the strength you've worked so hard to maintain. No, this isn't fear-mongering. It's science-backed insight that could help you avoid years of unnecessary stiffness, swelling, or even dangerous falls. The good news is that once you understand how these vitamins really work in your body, you'll be able to make smarter, safer decisions. You won't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Just simple shifts that let your body recover, get stronger, and move freely again. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll give you real solutions you can start applying today, no hype. Just clarity. 15. Sugary desserts. A slice of pie, a soft cookie after lunch. For many, desserts are tied to comfort and reward, especially in retirement. But after 60, these small pleasures can become silent threats to your legs. Excess sugar triggers chronic inflammation in your muscles and joints. That means more stiffness in your knees, soreness in your calves, and a heavier feeling when you walk. On top of that, sugar leads to insulin resistance, depriving muscles of energy. And the more often you indulge, the more your body stores fat, putting extra pressure on already aging legs. The problem isn't just the sugar. Factory-made desserts are loaded with dyes and preservatives that worsen inflammation. For seniors losing muscle naturally with age, this cocktail of sugar and chemicals speeds up decline. Swap in naturally sweet options, like cinnamon-topped fruit or low-sugar homemade treats. Your legs aren't asking you to give up sweetness, they're just asking you to be smarter about where it comes from. 14. Fried foods. Fried chicken, golden fries, crispy, crunchy, and irresistible. But after 60, fried foods go from tempting to dangerous. They're packed with trans fats and saturated oils that raise inflammation markers throughout the body. That means tighter joints, slower blood flow to the legs, and longer recovery times after walking or exercise. Have you noticed your legs feel heavier or achier after eating a fried meal? That's no coincidence. Fried foods are harder to digest and redirect energy away from your muscles. Plus, the weight gain that often follows fried food consumption puts your knees and ankles under more strain. Choose oven-roasted or air-fried options when cravings hit. You don't have to lose the crunch, just lose the damage. 13. White bread. Soft, light, easy to chew. White bread seems harmless, but it's one of the worst daily foods for leg strength. Made with refined flour, it spikes your blood sugar quickly. That spike floods your system, then drops, leaving your muscles energy-starved and weak. Over time, regular white bread consumption reduces insulin sensitivity and increases fat storage, both of which wear down your leg's stamina. Most white breads are stripped of fiber and protein, two things your body needs to support muscle, and when paired with sugary spreads or fatty toppings, the damage adds up fast. For seniors, these swings in blood sugar also increase the risk of dizziness and slow reflexes, leading to instability and falls. The fix is simple: swap to whole grain sprouted or rye bread and pair it with healthy fats like avocado or a boiled egg. Your legs need steady energy, not a roller coaster of spikes and crashes. 12. Alcohol. A glass of wine with dinner, a beer on the weekend. It feels social, normal, relaxing. But after 60, alcohol quietly shifts from casual to costly, especially for your legs. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at metabolizing alcohol. The result? It drains essential minerals like magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D, key players in keeping your muscles working and your bones stable. Without them, your legs grow weaker. Your balance becomes more fragile. And every stumble or misstep carries more risk. Alcohol also dehydrates you, and with less hydration comes muscle cramps, tight calves, and poor flexibility. Over time, regular drinking raises inflammation, slows muscle repair, and leaves you waking up sore, swollen, or fatigued. This doesn't mean you must give it up forever, but if your legs feel less reliable, consider how your evening drink may be part of the pattern. Try reducing your intake and trade one alcoholic drink a day for a hydrating herbal tea or mineral-rich bone broth. You may be surprised how quickly your steps become lighter. 11. Processed meats. They're convenient, quick to prepare, easy to stack on a sandwich. But bacon, ham, sausage, and deli meats come with more than flavor. They come with sodium preservatives and saturated fats that directly interfere with muscular health, especially in the legs. The high salt content promotes fluid retention, which makes legs feel heavy and tight. The preservatives interfere with glucose metabolism, which limits energy production in the muscles. That means more fatigue and less strength with every movement. And because these meats are low in natural nutrients, they don't help the muscle rebuild or recover. Instead, they stress the liver and kidneys, key organs in muscle support, leading to slower detox and higher inflammation. Over time, the impact becomes visible: stiffer joints, heavier steps, and reduced endurance. Instead, opt for lean, fresh proteins, like grilled chicken eggs, fish, or beans. Your legs don't need perfection, they just need support that doesn't come in plastic wrap. 10. Instant noodles, cheap, fast, satisfying. But nutritionally, instant noodles are a poor trade-off, especially when it comes to leg strength after 60. They're made from refined flour, high in sodium, and filled with chemical additives that increase inflammation in the body. One pack often contains over half the recommended daily sodium intake. That kind of salt load causes fluid retention, raising blood pressure, and making your legs swell, ache, and tire faster. Add in artificial flavors and preservatives, and your body's already slowed circulation takes another hit. These noodles also lack the protein and fiber needed to support muscle mass, leading to loss of tone and function. Over time, this leads to instability, cramping, and a feeling of fatigue even during short walks. There's a better way to satisfy cravings for warm, savory food. Try soba noodles with vegetables and bone broth, or whole grain pasta with olive oil and lean protein. You're not giving up comfort. You're giving your legs a fighting chance. 9. Commercial cakes, they taste like childhood, smell like comfort, and they're everywhere at birthdays, holidays, even retirement parties. But for aging muscles, store-bought cakes are a dangerous indulgence. Why? Because they're packed with sugar, hydrogenated oils, and synthetic preservatives. Ingredients that inflame joints, disrupt metabolism, and rob your body of energy. These cakes spike your blood sugar, then crash it, leaving your legs feeling weak, jittery, or unsteady. The trans fats used to improve shelf life, reduce blood flow, starving muscles of oxygen, and slowing tissue repair. Over time, that means more stiffness, more pain, and less confidence with every step. You may not think a small slice matters, but when eaten regularly, these cakes become a trigger for chronic inflammation, especially in your knees and hips. Instead of fueling your body, they slow it down, like filling your gas tank with watered-down fuel. The better choice: bake at home using whole flours, fruit, and natural oils, or enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate with nuts. Your muscles will feel the difference. 8. Processed cheese. Pre-sliced, pre-packaged, melted on toast or burgers. Processed cheese that is designed for convenience, but not for health. After 60, these cheese products can weigh down your legs more than you think. They're loaded with sodium and saturated fat, which raise blood pressure, reduce blood vessel flexibility, and lead to swelling in the lower body. That's why your ankles may look puffier, or why your knees feel tighter after a cheesy meal. But it's not just the salt. Processed cheeses often contain phosphates and preservatives that interfere with calcium and magnesium absorption, two minerals essential for muscle contraction and joint support. Without them, your legs cramp, your balance wobbles. You may even experience nighttime spasms that interrupt sleep. Seniors are especially sensitive because these additives quietly demineralize the bones and weaken the body's repair system. Instead, reach for natural options like ricotta cottage cheese or mozzarella made from whole milk. They nourish rather than sabotage your leg strength. 7. Ice cream. Cool, creamy, and comforting. But unfortunately, many commercial ice creams are more chemical than cream. Packed with sugar, saturated fat, and artificial thickeners, ice cream contributes to one of the most dangerous cycles in aging health inflammation, plus poor circulation, plus muscle loss. The sugar overload spikes insulin, then drops it, causing energy crashes in your leg muscles. The saturated fat disrupts cardiovascular function, slowing the flow of oxygenated blood to your extremities. And when muscles are underfed and underoxygenated, they weaken, they hurt, and they don't recover well after even mild activity. You might enjoy the taste in the moment, but if you've ever felt leg stiffness or tingling afterward, that may be the reason. Long-term, this adds up to loss of balance and increased fall risk. Instead, try frozen banana slices, Greek yogurt with berries, or a smoothie made with almond milk and cinnamon. Cooling down shouldn't mean breaking down. 6. Milk chocolate. A square here, a bite there. Milk chocolate has become a daily habit for many, especially as a pick-me-up. But most commercial milk chocolate isn't doing your legs any favors. Packed with sugar and unhealthy fats, it sets off inflammatory responses in your joints and muscles, especially in the knees, hips, and calves. High sugar leads to insulin spikes, which drain energy from muscle cells. The saturated fat clogs arteries and reduces blood flow, which slows recovery and promotes cramping. And here's the twist. Milk chocolate contains very little of the antioxidants found in dark chocolate. Instead, it's full of artificial ingredients that interfere with nutrient absorption, especially magnesium, a mineral your legs need for movement and stability. If you're feeling more fatigue, stiffness, or soreness in your lower body, take a closer look at your chocolate drawer. The good news: dark chocolate, 70% or higher in moderation, can support circulation and offer antioxidants. You don't have to give up joy, you just need to choose the kind that helps, not harms. 5. Canned foods. Quick, cheap, and shelf-stable. But canned foods often hide what seniors least need: excess sodium, artificial preservatives, and a dangerous mineral imbalance. Whether it's soups, vegetables, or meats, many canned products are processed in ways that remove natural nutrients and add inflammatory chemicals. Too much sodium leads to fluid retention. That's why your legs might feel puffy, stiff, or sore after eating from a can. Some canned goods also contain traces of aluminum from the lining, especially harmful for older adults with reduced kidney filtration. Over time, this strain shows up in slower muscle recovery, more fatigue, and greater weakness during daily activities. The solution isn't complicated. Choose fresh or frozen foods when you can. If using canned, rinse the contents well to reduce sodium. And always check for no added salt or BPA-free labels. Your legs will feel the relief when your kidneys and blood vessels don't have to fight so hard. 4. Packaged snacks and cookies. They're easy, convenient, and sometimes feel like a harmless treat. But packaged cookies and salty snacks are among the worst foods for leg health after 60. Why? Because they deliver high amounts of trans fats, sugar, sodium, and synthetic additives, all of which worsen inflammation and block nutrient absorption. Have you noticed swelling in your feet or a sluggish, tired feeling in your legs after snacking? These foods disrupt blood sugar balance, damage gut health, and overload your liver and kidneys, all critical for muscle maintenance. Over time, you may experience unsteady steps, poor endurance, or even visible varicose veins from prolonged damage. The worst part: these snacks often leave you hungry again shortly after, creating a cycle of craving and fatigue. Break it with simple swaps: almonds, dark chocolate, or protein-rich bars made from real ingredients. A smarter snack doesn't just satisfy your hunger, it helps support your strength. 3. MSG-laced ready meals and seasonings. From packaged soups to frozen dinners and powdered seasonings. MSG monosodium glutamate hides in more foods than you might realize. While it's designed to enhance flavor, MSG may have unwanted effects on the nervous system and muscular health, especially after 60. For many older adults, MSG can cause headaches, dizziness, and even muscle stiffness or tremors. But the most concerning issue is its effect on neurotransmitters that control muscle contraction. In sensitive individuals, this can lead to feelings of fatigue, leg heaviness, or poor coordination, even when you've done nothing physically intense. Over time, regular consumption contributes to low-level inflammation throughout the body, especially in muscles and blood vessels. Combined with high sodium levels, these foods also raise blood pressure and cause fluid buildup in the legs. That means swelling discomfort and slower movement. Watch for ingredients like yeast extract flavor enhancer or hydrolyzed protein on labels. Opt for real herbs like garlic, rosemary, and lemon zest. You'll be amazed how much better your legs and your entire body respond when you season your food naturally. 2. Vitamin A in excess. Vitamin A is essential for vision, immunity, and skin health. But here's what most people don't know: after 60, your body becomes less efficient at clearing excess fat-soluble vitamins, especially when taken as supplements. And too much vitamin A can build up in the liver and joints, causing muscular discomfort, stiffness, and reduced mobility. The symptoms are subtle: at first, general fatigue, aching in the thighs or calves, trouble climbing stairs. But as the levels rise, it interferes with your ability to absorb calcium and magnesium, two minerals critical for muscle function. This leads to leg cramps, imbalance, and even an increased risk of falls. Worse yet, excess vitamin A contributes to bone demineralization, especially in weight-bearing bones like the hips and femur. Seniors with even mild osteoporosis become more fragile. And the scary part: many multivitamins contain more vitamin A than you actually need, especially if you're also eating liver carrots or fortified cereals. You don't have to fear vitamin A, but you must respect it. Stick to food sources, and if supplementing, make sure you're within safe limits, ideally under the guidance of a doctor. 1. Vitamin D in excess. Vitamin D is praised for bone strength and immunity, but too much of it, especially from high-dose supplements, can quietly do harm. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, vitamin D is stored in body fat. When it builds up excessively, it causes a spike in calcium levels in your blood, leading to hypercalcemia. What does that feel like? Stiff legs, burning muscles, random cramps, or a strange heaviness when you walk. It also increases calcium deposits in soft tissues, including muscles and tendons, making the legs feel tight, less flexible, and slower to respond. Over time, this calcification can affect nerve signaling and coordination. Combine that with age-related muscle loss, and you have a recipe for weakness imbalance and reduced independence. The risk is even higher for those taking multiple supplements without regular blood work. Many seniors believe more vitamin D is always better, but without medical supervision, it can strain the kidneys, cause swelling in the legs, and disturb mineral balance in ways that directly affect mobility. Vitamin D is vital, but it must be personalized. Always ask your doctor before increasing your dose. And don't assume more means better. Sometimes more means more risk. If you've made it this far, it means you care about more than just getting by. You care about keeping your strength, your freedom, and your confidence as you age. The good news is, you don't need a major overhaul to start seeing real change. You just need to take the right first step. Start today by doing a quick review of what's in your supplement cabinet. Look at your multivitamins. Are you taking more than one product with vitamin A or D? Are you doubling up unknowingly? Take a moment to write down what you're consuming and bring it to your next doctor's visit for a proper evaluation. Even small shifts here can lighten the load on your legs. Next, think about the foods on your plate. Can you make just one better choice today? Replace fried food with roasted. Trade out a sugary snack for a hard-boiled egg or a few slices of avocado. Even adding a glass of water in the morning before coffee helps circulation and hydration. You don't need to change everything at once. Here's a simple roadmap many people find helpful. In the first 7 days, remove just one processed or packaged snack from your routine. Focus on hydration and include one magnesium-rich food like spinach or pumpkin seeds. By day 14, reduce processed meats and fried foods to once a week or less. Try swapping canned foods for frozen vegetables or home-cooked meals using fresh ingredients. By day 30, you may notice that walking feels smoother. Climbing stairs is less of a chore. Your knees don't complain as loudly. Your body begins to thank you in small, consistent ways. And here's something you may not hear often enough just watching this video is a victory. You're not ignoring the signs. You're not giving in to the idea that weakness is inevitable. You're paying attention. And that puts you ahead of most. It's not about being perfect. It's about making smarter choices, one bite, one bottle, one step at a time. Your legs don't need a miracle. They just need a little more of the right support and a little less of what's quietly working against them. Have you ever felt like your legs were getting weaker even when you were doing everything right? If this video helped you understand something new, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me your story in the comments below. I read everyone because your experience matters and it helps others feel less alone. And if you're someone who wants to keep learning how to move better, feel stronger, and stay independent longer, go ahead and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This channel is all about clear, honest, and practical advice you can use starting today. Coming up next, we'll talk about 3 powerful foods that help restore lost leg strength. These aren't expensive or hard to find. They're probably already in your kitchen. You won't want to miss it. So until then, take care of your legs, take care of your choices, and thank you for taking this step toward a stronger, healthier future.